Now that we've roughly adjusted the dish, we can see on the screen that we have a signal strength of 34 and that we are locked onto the EchoStar 119 West. The difficulties that you may have when adjusting this satellite dish is that there are 3 satellites that this dish needs to be locked onto at the same time. So if you're too far to the left, you're going to lock onto satellite 110. If you're too far to the right, you're going to lock onto satellite 129. And we need to lock onto all 3 at the same time. So it does take a little tweaking back and forth, but once it does read 119 West, we know we're on the right satellite. So really, the issue that we have now is, let's try to get the satellite signal strength as high as we can. And right now we're at 34. On a clear sunny day, that'll probably be just fine. However, I think we can get a little bit higher. It is a pretty big dish, and it is a clear day. So we want to maximize our signal strength. So next, let's go over to the dish and see if we can fine tune it. And we'll use the signal strength meter for that. Let's go. So now we're back at the dish, and we have our signal strength meter. I'm going to turn it up until we get a little tone. And I'm going to try to get the needle straight up and down. That gives me a little leeway. That way if I turn it too far one way, it'll go down. If I turn it in the right way, it should go up. So we're sort of in the middle right there. We have a nice little tone. I'm going to try turning the satellite dish to the right. And it went down. That's the wrong way. So now we're going to go back to the left. Notice it's climbing. And I'm trying to do this with one hand. I suggest you use 2. I think I'll set this down on the ground for now. It makes for turning the dish a little bit more accurate. So I'm going to grab both sides. Now notice we got a lot better signal strength. Let's go and see what we have over at the satellite dish, at the receiver. Now you can see we're at 48. A lot better. Let's see if we can get a little more out of it. Back over here at the dish. Again, I'm going to adjust my meter. I want it to be in the middle. It's really, really sensitive, so just the tiniest turn and you have it. There we go. Now we're going to try turning it a little bit more. Now that's going up. Now if I keep going, there it's starting to go down again. I've gone too far. I'm going to go back to the right a little bit. Turn that down, that's a little annoying. So there we go. Let's go back to the receiver and see what we've got. Got 55, 57. That should be pretty good. So now that we have a pretty good signal, I know that'll work. I think anything over 40 should work pretty reliably though. And that may depend if it's cloudy or not. So the next thing that we'll have to do is we'll have to hit our up arrow key and highlight check switch. Now if you've set this receiver up with this dish already, you don't have to do it. This is just a one-time thing. So we're going to click on check switch and we're going to select test and hit the middle button. And it's going to go through its 4-step process. This may take a couple minutes, so please be patient. And we'll come back after that's done.